Good day, people. Welcome to another edition of SME Growth Series. Remember, this is where we'll give you tips and strategies and also techniques on how to grow your business and also how to be innovative in business. My name is T. Charles Agon, but first of all, before I proceed, I want to apologize for not being here for a while. Reason being that a couple of months back, I lost my father, and I've been busy here and about planning for the burial, and thankfully we did that a couple of weeks back. I just got back to town and I said, let me quickly do this video for you because you have always been on my mind. Today I want to talk on something extremely important for business people. What is that? Scaling your business. Scaling your business. This is one word or phrase every entrepreneur must have heard about. We all have heard about it. We all want to do it. But the question is, do we all know what it means to scale a business? For some people, scaling means I want to make more money. Scaling means I want to have more customers. Scaling means I want my business to be bigger. That's what it means to some people. But to me, scaling a business or your business means giving your business a life of its own. Giving your business a life of its own. Allow your business to grow with or without you. Making your business being able to serve more people, to help more people, to reach out to more people. That is what scaling a business means to me. Now, when we talk about scaling a business, there are a lot of things to be considered, a lot of important factors to consider before scaling a business. But there are three important ones I want to discuss with you now. Number one is you must think big. You must think big. You must be a big thinker. You must think big. Let's take, for instance, you are in the laundry business. You wash people's clothes, and you operate in one tiny community or one tiny vicinity. In your mind, you should be thinking, how do I cover the entire town? How do I service the entire city? How do I service the entire state? How do I service the entire country? How do I reach out beyond the shores of my country? How do I service the entire continent? That's what I mean by thinking big. So before you start thinking about scaling, you must be a big thinker. You must think big, not thinking marginally. Now you are servicing 20, 30 people, and now you are thinking, how do I service 50 or 60 people? No, you are not scaling. You are still where you are. Scaling means exponential growth. 100, 500, 2,000, 10,000. That's what scaling means. Then number two, you must know how to build systems, and you must build systems. Building systems is at the heart of scaling a business. Building systems is at the heart of scaling a business. What do I mean by this? Let's take the example of the laundry business also. Now, currently, you have 15, 20, 25 customers that you service in your tiny vicinity. And every week, you have 30, 40, 45 clothes to process and deliver to the owners. Now, when we're talking about scaling, now it means that in a week, instead of 40 clothes, you may have like 600 clothes to process. And the way you were working when you had only 15-20 customers, when in a week you get only 40 clothes, is different. It's just you. You can identify them. It's just little. You can wash them, you can iron them, and you deliver them. But now in a week, you are bombarded with 700 clothes. Things have changed. Things have changed. So you have to develop systems. How do I collect these clothes? How do I process them? How do I package them? How do I deliver them? How do I tag them to ensure that I do not give Mr. A's clothes to Mr. B, or lose Mr. C's clothes? How do I collect them? Which means you've got to open more collection channels or more receiving points. It's no longer business as usual. Right now, you've got to define processes of how things will happen. When a customer comes to this collection point or receiving point, this happens, this happens, this happens. When he gets to the factory, because there are a lot of things happening now. So many clothes to process now. This is how it gets done. This type of clothes gets done this way. This person does. So you've got to develop processes on how things should happen now, and then you build systems around that processes. And when I say systems, I do not necessarily mean information technology systems. These systems can be manual or automated, but there needs to be some sort of system on how things needs to happen. Whether you are there or not, things must go on because there's a system that's been laid down. Contrast to how you're operating before, that for anything to happen, you must be there. But now things have changed. Whether you are there or not, things must go on. And for things to go on, there must be a defined system that will drive things. Without a system, you cannot scale. Without building systems, you cannot scale. So what do you do? First of all, define processes around your activities. Each activity that happens, how does it happen? And then build a system around them. Now, in one of my previous videos, that video is called 3 Growth Strategies. I spoke more on building systems. If you go to our Facebook group, it is called SME Growth. Go to Facebook, search for SME Growth. That's a Facebook group. Now look for the video titled 3 Growth Strategies. I talked more on building systems there. Like I said, building systems is the heart of scaling a business. With systems, you can help the entire city. With systems, you can service the entire state. You can service the entire country, because you now have systems on how things should happen, on how the clothes come in, on how they are processed, on how they are tagged, on how they are washed, on how they are ironed, on how they are packaged, and on how they are delivered back to the owners. Now, when it comes to scaling, this is some people's thinking. Their thinking is that scaling just means having more customers coming to my business. So what do? They start spending more on adverts. They start spending more on marketing to bring in more customers, because to them that is what scaling simply means. And what happens? Maybe previously they were servicing 40-50 customers, but because now they are spending more on adverts, they are spending more on marketing, suddenly there's an increased surge in customers, a lot of them coming at the same time. Maybe before you are having 50 orders a week, but right now you are having 500 orders in 1 week, and your business is still the same. Nothing has changed. What happens? You will be unable to service those new orders because they are beyond what you can take. Nothing has changed in your business. So what happens? Some of those customers, you won't be able to service them, and most of them will go away and they will never come back. What have you done? You have compromised the integrity of your business. You have compromised also your own personal integrity. So in scaling, it doesn't go that way. In scaling, what do you do first? First of all, you have to build your systems. Be ready for that increase in surge. Be ready for that new surge. That's what you do. Be ready for it. You can now be able to service far more numbers than you were doing before. So when you now go out spending more on marketing and on advert, so when these new customers are coming in, you are ready to take them on. You are ready to fulfill their orders. That's what it means by scaling. And lastly, leverage. Leverage. You must leverage on things. You must leverage on people. What do I mean? When you want to start scaling, that means you want to start getting into the big league. It's no longer a child's play, so you must take it serious. You may have your strong points around operations. That's where you have your strong points. You are not so strong in strategy. You are not so strong in building systems. You are not so strong in some other areas of the business. So what do? You need to look for partners that have strong competencies in that area. Are you going to look for vendors that have skills in that areas that will help you in strategy or help you in building systems? Or are you going to look for individuals you bring in as part of your team because you are going global now? So it's a serious thing you are into now. There are things you cannot do. There are areas you don't have strong competencies. So you need to leverage on the competencies of other people that are strong in that area. That's what you should do. Thank you very much. Like I said again, go to our Facebook group. It is called SME Growth. Look out for that video. It is called 3 Growth Strategies. I spoke more on building systems there. Like I always tell you, this is what we do. As an entrepreneur, you expect your business to run well. You expect magic in your business, and that is what we're here to do for you. To make your business become magical. To make your business become that business of your dreams. So if you want to see that magic in your business, you can call us right now on our numbers. Our phone numbers are 0810 958 9192, or you can visit our website. It is www.bluetower.com.ng, bluetower.com.ng. And then if you want to see more of these videos, you can join our Facebook group. Like I said before, it is called SME Growth. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and bye.